serious lapse in judgment, and she's not asking you for forgiveness.
Her 11-day-old baby on the white sofa 2 feet away if she was actually conning me. And speaking of the baby, the article goes on to explain that a lot of people think Elizabeth is just using her kids as a get-out-of-jail-free card. Ms. Holmes' defense team partly cited her 2 very young children and arguing that she should remain free while appealing her fraud conviction. A Daily Mail headline referred to the baby as a last-ditch bid for a new trial. Now, I obviously can't say whether or not someone had an entire family just so people would feel sorry for them and not send them to jail. But the fact that her legal defense team literally did try to use her kids as a reason for why she should be free right now says a lot, regardless of what her intentions were. It all just feels very convenient. But according to Elizabeth, she and Billy didn't even think she was going to go to jail when they decided to have kids. She fell in love with Mr. Evans in 2017. They did not anticipate that she would be indicted. They did not anticipate that she would be sentenced to 11 years.
I don't think anyone that gets put in prison wanted to get put in prison. I don't... What do you mean, didn't anticipate? I didn't anticipate. Oh shit, wait, hang on. The episode of Succession's out tonight, right? Okay, I'm watching that. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. I don't think anyone anticipated that. No one anticipates going to jail. Just such a bizarre cope.
They always...
I know! Oh wait, sorry, that's not my voice. I do wear fraud, but I, didn't think I'd get caught. Okay, Jeffrey, I'm going to jail quick. Impregnate me, I will conceive a child, and then they will not put me in jail.
Always wanted a big family. I don't know what's worse, if this is a blatant lie since it was obvious to anyone with a brain that she would wind up facing jail time over this, or if she's actually being honest and she genuinely thought that she was going to get away with what she did. But yeah, according to
what's with the pink hair? Fuck me, man. Are you fucking people just being born and logging into YouTube? Okay, go onto my Twitter. Go onto my Twitter and look at the top posts. Look at the top posts.
Elizabeth, this was all just the power of love. Finding your person in the middle of all of this and experiencing that love when you're going through hell is the most beautiful thing I've ever.
Is there a new Succession season? It's the final season now, bro. It's season 4.
Her experience. I'm really glad that she was able to turn her crumbling empire built on lies into a beautiful experience. If only the experience was as beautiful for all the people who worked at Theranos and wound up losing their job because you decided to burn the company down by lying to everyone for years. Anyway, speaking of Theranos employees, Elizabeth goes on to...
She's like the neutral evil Martin Shkreli. Do you remember Martin Shkreli put up the cost of that medication? Was it for AIDS or diabetes? I forget. I think it was AIDS medication. But Martin Shkreli just took hold of a company and he bumped up the price a lot and he just became such a troll. He knew he was a bastard. But she's going the other route. She's actually trying to clear up her image, but only use self-preservation.
Claim that Sunny Balwani, aka the other person who caught criminal fraud charges...
it was insulin, that's right. Yeah, because insulin is already just mad expensive.
Over this was not only abusive and controlling, but that he was actually the one behind the homesification. She said that Mr. Balwani forced her to stop talking to her family and Stanford friends and pressured her to adopt the black turtleneck red lipstick persona. Now, there's absolutely no doubt that Sunny Balwani is a horrible person.
Why the hell do you look like Barney in Psychic K?
Thank you, newly born for the 10. Yeah, newly born. Oldest power reviewer there.
As well. But the idea that he's the one who turned Elizabeth black turtleneck red lipstick persona. Now, there's absolutely no doubt that Sunny Balwani is a horrible person.
Why the hell do you look like Barney in Psychic K?
Thank you, newly born for the 10. Yeah, newly born. Oldest power reviewer there.
As well. But the idea that he's the one who turned Elizabeth Holmes into Elizabeth Holmes is such a cop-out that even the author checks her on that one. I asked Ms. Holmes to clarify what she meant. As CEO, wasn't she in charge? She said that Mr. Balwani did not control her every interaction or statement at Theranos, but she, quote, deferred to him in the areas he oversaw because I believed he knew better than I did, and those areas included the problematic clinical lab. So now her story is that Hope had a good one. Devastating lab visit that wound up getting Theranos banned for blood testing wasn't even her fault. Great to know. Again, what good is this? Just a harmless mom act when she can't even acknowledge the extensive harm that she did in her years at Theranos. Anyway, the author realized she wasn't going to get any more accountability out of Elizabeth here, so the topic changes to the enchanting love.
Chat, does anyone here actually use VR chat? Because it seems to be all the furries do it. I've never actually done VR chat before. I think the last time I did VR chat was I can look actually, hang on. Wait, where's VR chat? Oh, there it is. Literally have not touched that shit since 2019. Jesus Christ, I've not touched that in fucking years. Oh my god. Okay, anyone saying yes? You just outed yourself as a weeb or a furry?
Love story of how Lizzie met Billy. While her entire legacy was falling apart, she was falling in love. They went to parties together, they went to the Burning Man festival, they went on a cross-country road trip. Even though that period was a crisis, and Theranos was my life and like my childhood, I gave everything I had to it, she said. After it was gone, I also became free. Well, I hope she enjoyed the freedom while it lasted. But of course, lest we think Elizabeth was having too much fun, the author tries to paint a picture of how hard it's been for Elizabeth after Theranos, since people would always recognize her, and then she and her partner would have to move. However, Something tells me that the fact that her
The amount of furry pyro fans is insane. Yeah, no idea why. There's no correlation or anything. It's really shocking.
boyfriend came from a wealthy family and was pretty much loaded probably made it a lot easier for them to move around nonstop. Mr. Evans took a few calls for work while I was visiting. I asked what he does. A lot of different stuff. Investing, starting companies, he replied without elaborating. With the absolute lack of substance in that answer, this man should have been a PR spokesperson for Theranos. They then mentioned,
I like that, starting companies, because you know it's the type that would start a company, sell it for 10 times what it was worth, and then because it would have no internal support, foundation, or infrastructure, it would collapse in like 2 years.
Billy's father, who
There
had
are so many people that do that, man. It's insane. Like, I've seen it all over like the UK, like America and shit. Like people will make these startups saying it's going to revolutionize something, and it's just it's like a shell company. It has fucking nothing, and then you get baited into buying it. You buy it, and it just crumbles.
as the deranged
Like, okay, here's a good example. Imagine the amount of slop mobile games that come out on the App Store every single day, but actually being tricked and talked into like buying the company, thinking it's going to be huge. We've got a payment model. It's going to be worth so much money.
think that people are more critical of Elizabeth Holmes than they are of literal terrorism by Billy's father, William L. Evans Talley. There are over 67.6 million web results on Ms. Holmes, all of them negative, compared with 21 million results, many of which are positive for Osama bin Laden.
You are joking. That's not real. That's not real. They really did Hitler's worse. They really did that.
Many of which are positive for Osama bin Laden.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to formulate a response to that. Elizabeth's own father has a similar stance as well, that people are being
They really did okay, I'm bad, but look at O.J. Simpson and what he did, right? Right? I mean, he killed people, right? I didn't do that. I just scammed people out millions.
overly critical of her. Everybody got on the train that Elizabeth was evil and it was great copy, and they took it and ran with it. Ms. Holmes' father, Christian.
It is so bad when you get like a PR team that just has no understanding of like how the world works. That is so out of touch. Jesus. It's not even PR at that point, it's just damage control. But God, that's the equivalent of like her coming out and saying, guys, there's enough hate in the world right now. Let's try and spread some positivity.
Said, yeah, but like everyone was right though. It's not like this was just some small thing that people blew out of proportion. Elizabeth Holmes was a billionaire who exploited people less fortunate than her, aka literally everyone. That is pretty much the textbook definition of being evil. But if that was not bad enough, Elizabeth and her supporters actually go on to claim that all of this happened not because she was this evil, fraudulent billionaire, but because she is a woman. Ms. Holmes' defenders, stretching back to childhood, said in letters to the court and in conversations with me that the feverish coverage of Ms. Holmes' downfall felt like a witch trial, less rooted in what actually happened on Theranos and more of a message to ambitious women everywhere. Don't girl boss too close to the sun, or this could happen to you.
Don't girl boss too close to the sun. Okay, so not only did they do the okay, but Hitler's worse, they also tried to make it about women's rights. It's like, okay, like imagine, like she scammed millions, right? And then it's like, no, but if you shoot her down, all of womankind take an L. You can't do that. Don't girl boss too much. They get the fucking intern to write that. That's awful. It's almost like when she hired the PR team, they were just like, okay, she's fucked. Like, there's no way we can help her. Larry, intern, get in here. You write it. She's fucked anyway. It's a learning experience for you.
Continue. Once again, Elizabeth is trying to twist the very real issues of sexism and misogyny into this contrived fantasy that will magically excuse her actions. In reality, Elizabeth Holmes made things far worse for women in the field, because now, if a woman has a startup, she's gonna have to beat the Theranos out.
I just saw the fucking I am a surgeon bit. The I'm a surgeon bit. She's there in the Supreme Court. I am a woman. I am a pregnant woman. Dr. Hahn. I am a pregnant woman. So what if I scam those people out millions? I am a pregnant woman. I am a girl boss. I am a CEO. And I flew too close to the sun.
Allegations before she can get any sort of funding. But even at that still was not the most delusional thing she said in this interview. By far, the worst, most delusional take in this entire article comes when the author asks, what would have...
You know what, I think actually that girl boss bit pissed me off so much, I'm just going to force it into a bit. Whenever I get bodied by someone in like Six Siege and it's a woman character, I'm just going to say I got girl bossed. Yeah, I'm going to force it. I'm sorry, I'm going to force it into a bit. That everyone's going to parrot because like that's just fucking awful. Girl boss flew too close to the sun.
Were motivated to take her down just because of her success as a woman. What does she think would have happened if she hadn't garnered so much early attention as the second coming of Silicon Valley? Ms. Holmes does not blink. We would have seen through our vision. After all these years, after the deposition and the trial and the sentence, Elizabeth Holmes wants us to believe that Theranos would have actually been a viable company. And if that's not bad enough, this article is trying to convince us that Elizabeth actually believes this herself. When Ms. Holmes uses the messianic vernacular of tech, I get the sense that she truly believes that she could have. And in fact, she still could.
One thing we've learned from this video, it is truly over. The girl boss sells. It's over.
But change the world, and she doesn't much care if we believe her or not. In fact, the article literally just starts defending her at the end without even trying to hide it. She didn't seem
No, the article has been defending her the entire fucking time. They literally compared her to like Osama bin Laden, saying that he has more positive results.
like a hero or a villain. She seemed, like most people, somewhere in between.
I am done. I am finito. This is like, okay, so I'm gonna nuke Megaton in Fallout 3, right? I'm gonna kill all 7 people that live in Megaton. I get 1,000 negative karma. So I just gave 1 water bottle to a homeless person and I got 1 karma back. So I'm no longer 1,000 negative karma. I'm 999 negative karma. I'm not really a hero or a villain. I'm someone in between.
I'm running out of ways to say this, but most people did not scam their way onto the Forbes list.
Also, does anyone notice that when you bomb Megaton, you don't actually kill a lot of people? You bomb Megaton in Fallout 3 and you kill, unironically, my LeBomb, all 7 people.
My enduring innocent patience.
Ayan, no,
Sure, this
roll
article
back
successfully
yung-
presents Elizabeth as a
What do they say Megaton is? There's no way they call it a city.
Wait, pause
No
mo
way they
yung...
call it a city.
Parating ka lang
It's a
dito.
town. Average town population.
Literally, kakaikot ko lang dito. A minute ago. Seatbelt.
Remember nung nanonood nung dun sa Lola Amor? Tapos yung they played an unreleased song.
Aha, it's
Ngayon,
released.
it's released today.
Oh, good. May exclusiveness of time. Ewan ko if mga copyright strike ba. I will be, pero basta music eh. Even if it's literally just new music. Copyright strike. So you downloaded it? Spotify? This song. Let's hope it's a jam.
I really like Lola Amor's use of yung drum
Sax.
Oh, yung mga...
Yup. Napaka-diverse na instruments sila eh.
Yun nga eh.
Which is good.
Tapos nung dun sa
Napaka-refresh.
concert, pinapanood ko yung Jazz Guys.
Oh yeah.
Ano?
Yung jazz guy na mukha ni Jonas.
Yung ano ko lang doon, sa mga wind instruments, alam ko depende on what kind of wind instrument you play, may possibility na like lalaki yung leg mo. Kasi you constantly blow eh, di ba? Pag ganun. So, pag ano.
More like kakapal.
Oo, ganun, kakapal. Or alam mo, basta yung mukhang thick yung leg.
Wow. Athletic thick.
Oh, yung athletic thick na itsura.
They really be jazzing.
That's such a good
It's a
song.
good song. Pero I
I
feel
don't
like
know if
Miss
this is an
Banner,
album, pero basta it's a
It's an EP.
single.
it's gonna be an EP. Pag EP, mga 7 songs lang na ano, pang mixtape. Demo mixtape.
Baka ako na. Rapid na eh. Tinatamad na ako ibalik eh. Hindi ko pa pala nasasabi sa'yo, no, kahapon.
meron?
Nung papasok ako, kasi mga 6 o'clock na, nakasabay ko si Louie.
Oh.
Kaso si Louie, hindi na siya nagta-tricycle. Alam mo kung ano gagawin niya?
No.
Nagmamotor. Nagmamotor na siya pumasok. Inangkas niya ako.
Nice.
Pero tinanong ko, may lisensya ka na ba? Wala. Ba't wala ka pang lisensya? Say, nagda-drive ka na wala kang lisensya. Okay lang yun. Sa birthday na ako magpapagawa.
Si Louie ngayon meron ng Anya Joy Taylor hairstyle.
Oo. Kasi mapayat siya kaya bagay sa kanya.
Oh, tsaka yung mata niya parang malapad din tulad niya.
Pag talaga mapayat ka, bagay sa'yo kahit bob.
Yeah.
I really like that line, yung humihiyaw kasabay ng hangin. I don't know what humihiyaw means, pero I really like it.
Umiyaw is parang screeching.
I don't know.
Learn Tagalog through these songs. I swear to God.
No.
Tilt up mo nga and record mo yung bahay. Itong sa...
I like the design, yung may ano siya, yung may parang steel siyang ganon. Protruding roof. Ipapasok mo ba ulit?
Hindi na. Kasi nilabas si Ino eh. So parang